Alright, here is our next item we're going to look at. This is quite interesting. I picked it up at an auction. It is a Magistic chest radio from back in the 30s. And it's in pretty good shape. Cosmetically, it's very good. We just have to go ahead and see if we can get it going. I think somebody has worked on it. It looks like it's been worked on before. So what I'm going to do is open it up and inspect it. I never trust anybody else's work. Okay, underneath, we can see what we've got there. It's all it's all antique stuff. You know, first thing when I saw this thing, I thought it was a I can see new filter capacitors in there. Somebody's recapped the filter caps. I don't know if they've recapped anything else. It's got tube right there. Got one tube that's out. That just plugs in there. But this is an original. I've got one problem, and that is when we look, we can see right here, that's where the model number was. Okay, the 5 is there. 3. There's a 3 there, but there's the other numbers are gone. So I would have 100 numbers to check in the rider's manual to see if I could figure out which one is the correct schematic for it. I looked it up online. I couldn't find any mention of chest radio. They didn't call it a chest radio. Okay, we got an antenna. Okay. Antenna in the ground. Okay, so it comes out from the top. At first I thought it came out from the bottom, but it comes from the top. There are screws in the corners. This is quite a collectible radio. I haven't seen one before. And so they're not on eBay, that's for sure. So that was pretty good. I paid $70 for it at the auction, no, I paid $120 for it, which is a little bit steep, but, you know, what can you do? Okay, now we'll have to take these out, because this has to lift out of here, so these support wires can't be left on there. Okay. Now, see, I don't want that to rip that wire out of there. Okay, I got to grab that. Okay, there we go. It's coming up. Okay, it probably is best if I set this on its side. Okay, there we go. And I can take it out. Okay. Okay. There it is. Okay, it's got 1, 2, 3. It's got 3 tubes and the rectifier. This is the rectifier. That's an 84. An 84 is a half-wave rectifier. Okay, I see what happened. This thing is so loose, that's why it fell out of there. Okay, the next thing we got to do, I've got to get down underneath there. This socket is too loose. The tube fell out of the socket. That's why it is not in there. Okay. We'll go ahead. Get that thing out of there. Transformer does not smell burned out. I'm going to say it's 380. It says employing 380, and that says chassis. I'm going to say it's a model 380. So we'll look that up and see if we can find that in the writer. And that should give us a schematic of it. Okay. Dum-dum. Get the knobs off of there. Okay. Okie doke. Okie doke. All right. And there is the radio. There's not much to it. Okay, we've had one resistor replaced and all the filters. And there isn't any others. Okay, now one thing I see here is, okay, there's no fuse, which we'll fix good. We'll take care of that. There's no fuse, okay? So I'm going to get a fuse. Okay, let me see. Before I do anything, I'm going to take and squeeze those. See, I want to squeeze these pins here to get it to where that tube fits tight. It has to fit tight in there. Okay, right, what we're going to do, what in the world? What is that? Okay, okay, this is not good. All right, the reason we didn't see any more capacitors replaced is because the capacitors are in these cans. And obviously these have not been touched. The transformer is an original transformer. Okay, so what I have to do is grab these tube pins here, these tube socket, and we bend them over. Bend them quite firmly over. Okay, now when I plug that tube in, it should be very tight. Oh, beautiful. Okay, see, that is just completely tight in there now. Okay? Oh boy. Oh boy, what a mess, what a mess, what a mess. I know these are not going to be any good. Okay, we'll have to, we have to measure at least one of them. Okay, that coming out of here is nice, flexible, good rubber wire. It's not brittle and cracking like it would be expected. Okay, let's see. I've got to get, all right, that's one of them. All right, I'm going to read it. All right, there is one of the capacitors. I'm going to go to high scale on the ohmmeter, and I'm going to, oh boy. Okay, it leaks. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let me look and see what it pulls. I'm going to go ahead and plug it in and see how much current it pulls. Maybe the capacitors are good enough, because if they don't need to be changed, that would be good. Okay, but we have to look at the current. Oh, there we go. Okay, oop. Okay, 20 watts. All right, reading 18 watts. Okay. Well, I don't see any. There it goes. 19, 20, 22, 24, 27, 28, 30. Okay, it's reading 33 watts, which is absolutely okay.
A funeral ceremony, physically in a church building or not. And then there are other requirements as well, like you have to be of a certain age, and you have to have a couple of witnesses and things like that who can attest to the fact that
it's in working order. It's in working order. I'm not going to mess with it. I'm not going to mess with it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a fuse in it and leave it the way it is. Okay, what I want to do is put a fuse in there to protect that transformer in case something goes poof. Okay, that's line. What I want is like a half amp. Let's see. Half amp, okay? That will do the trick. Alrighty. When you're soldering a fuse, you be very quick. See there? That's quick enough to where you don't melt the damn end cap off of the fuse. Because if you overdo it with that temperature, it'll pull the ends off it and it'll ruin the fuse. Alright, I'm just going to stick that down in there. Okay, that's in there. And then we'll bend this around and we'll stick it on the end. Okay, I don't know which wire on here. There we go. Okay, that gets us a fuse in series with the line. The first thing we have to do is put the bottom back on it. Okay, I'm going to turn that around here. Okay. These, I don't know what they were doing here. They were putting some kind of spacer for some reason. I'll stick it back in there. Okie doke. Now, this goes in there like that. All right. Okay. But what I can't do. Okay, all right, that goes onto there. Okay, that looks good. That looks good, okay? Good enough. Has to go Okay, I have to go back in there. Goes like that. Okay, this goes through here. I don't care. Okay, like that. Definitely not right. It has to go around this way. Okay, there we go. Now, that is, those pieces of wood are very, very, very much causing me irritation. Okay. Just shove that in. Okay. Now this has to go around like that. Okay. Now the antenna out the bottom. Get through there. Get through there. Get through there. Get in there. Get in there. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now that goes down there. There's something catching there. Something is catching, raising my ire. That's not. Oh. Okay. Okay, that's it. Okay. Okay. That's it. Okay, that's going to sit like that. Good place to put it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna pull that up and get that screw in there. I don't want to rip this cord off of here. Okay. See, that was nice. For my $120, I got a working radio. The only thing that was wrong with it is it did not have a fuse. And on all these old radios, you absolutely put a fuse if you want to save that power transformer. Because if you don't put that fuse, if something goes, it's going to take that power transformer and you'll never find another one. It means you'd have to rewind a power transformer, which is a very nasty job. Okay, these are definitely not the knobs that came off this. Okay, let me see if I can find some good ones. Okay, I've got to go out in the garage and get another screw like this, but longer. All right. Okay, this one is longer. Oh yeah. I don't know. Will this one work? This is a better match. Yeah. See, the screw's stripped out. This longer one will do just perfect. Okay, let me get the knobs. All right, now what we need is a set of Magistic knobs. Those are Magistic knobs, but that's okay. This would be perfect here. Okay, there. I only got one of. Okay, these are Zenith. Okay, those are table radio knobs. These are battery radio knobs. All right, what have we got here? Oof. Boy, those are nice looking. Okay, let me see what else we've got. It says airline. I don't see how those could be airline. Okay, that's not it. I've only got one of these. That would be so perfect, but I've only got one of them. No, I've got two. I've got two of them. Oh, that just is, those look beautiful. They don't fit. That's why they put the spacer. That's why they put the spacer on that between the chassis to make them go down. Okay, doesn't fit either, hey? Okay, see that one fits. Okay, we could use those two. We could use those two. I would like ones like that. I'd like another one like that. The right era. Don't think that I've got a second one. No, that isn't it. Oh. Okay. That's the one I want. That's an actual Magistic knob, but I don't have but one of them. Another one. Ooh. There we go. Got two of them. Okay. All right. This hits. Okay. Those would do perfect. All right, so what I have to do, okay, I got to put set screw in each one of them and grind down on it a little bit. Okay. Okay, let me go and put the set screws, and these will do perfect. See, these are the actual Magistic knobs, okay? Okay, see, there we go. We got the two, we got Magistic knobs on it, and it's all ready to go. All right, let's see if it works. Okay, we plug it in, turn it on. Let the tubes warm up. These are 2-volt tubes. They take a long time to warm up. There she goes.
tendría que llevaros a saber que es un equipo de free assumptions that turn out to be wrong. That Ukraine was not really a nation. That Ukraine military would be quickly defeated.
It works. The antenna's wadded up under there, is why it doesn't pick up. But it works when it's unextended or extended out. Now, how do I... See, the antenna needs to be out. Okay. Do that like that. That'll probably stay up under there, okay? That'll stay under there. Isn't that nice? Okay. That's it. Isn't that beautiful? That's a collectible little radio there. Collectible little radio. It's all restored nicely. It's got one problem with it I'm not going to mess with. You can see this bezel here, this little bezel. That thing, this is missing over here. Yeah, what we'd have to do is we'd have to make a casting of that, make another one out of epoxy, and then put it over there and paint it up to look right. But I'm not going to do that. Nobody's going to notice it. It's good enough the way it is. Okay, that is beautiful. Okie doke, that's the end of it.